another episode of the Planetary Persuader. I am Cosmic Kev, your host, and I am now 1 year older than the last time I did this episode. Well, no, I probably was a year older a couple episodes, but it doesn't matter, because I'm here, and I appreciate you being here. And so, this is for November 24th, 2017. So what do we got going on? Well, if I was to look in the sky and be able to see the moon, and since it's probably cloudy here in Northern California, in the Pacific Northwest, and all those areas, I probably won't see it, and plus it's a new moon, so I'm not going to see it. Or no, that was last week. Last week was a new moon. Forget that. I might be able to see it, okay? I might be able to see it, and I would say the moon would be in Shravana. Nakshatra today, and Shravana is ruled by the moon, and Shravana has to deal with hearing and listening. And since Shravana has influences of both a Saturn-ruled sign and the moon itself, there's this kind of balance between sensitivity and a sense of like authority and firmness. So that's what we get. And it's also like associated with oratory traditions and poetry, and it can be something. You know, so Shravana has a lot of wisdom. It's associated with Saraswati in some ways, who's like the Hindi Vedic goddess of learning, kind of like Athena is in Western mythology and Greek mythology. And so, and she also rules music too. She's got, you know, her musical instruments and stuff. I really like Saraswati. And so, you know, in the sidereal sky, we'd say by now the sun's in Scorpio, but, you know, in Western astrology, we call this Sagittarius time. This is also known as Black Friday, and I think it's where, you know, people make a lot of money because there's a tradition of consumption around the holidays, you know, both eating consumption and buying things to I don't know, hopefully feel good, you know, and honor people that you really appreciate. That's what I think it is. But I hear it can be really hard on the planet. So I think let's be really conscious about what we're buying. And I know like back east and stuff, people trample people to get sales and deals and stuff on the East Coast, that they're USA. You know, I mean, if you ask any of the animals, man, the animals would say, hey, I'm on planet Earth, but, you know, the humans are like, oh, hey, I'm in the USA. And I know that means something, you know. It means you're more likely to end up in prison than any country in the world. That childhood poverty is, like, higher than any first world country, but that's okay, it's okay, you know. And that, I mean, imagine the warm feeling the Native Americans felt when the cavalry came with that flag over the hill. I'm being facetious right now. So I just think a lot of times we should just be thankful that the people that have been abusing this nation haven't, you know, done more serious damage. Hey, all right? So that's, you know, that's another thing to think about. You know, and this is like continuing the spirit of gratitude. Support those you're grateful for. Okay, so Sagittarius, what's it all about? Well, Sagittarius is the archer, and its key phrase is I visualize. And it's about reaching goals, and it's about having a broader vision. And in some ways, it's like in Scorpio, we struggle with all the thoughts like, oh my God, I'm going to die, this is horrible, life sucks, I didn't have enough sex, I didn't make enough money, all this thing. And then Sagittarius, you're like, screw it, let's just have a good time, let's just share what we got. And you know, if we're all going to die, it doesn't matter. We can develop a philosophy around this impending doom as the sun appears to be dying in the sky. Oh no, my sun! You know, but you know, Jupiter is the planet of good fortune, and it's also a planet of laughter and wisdom and wealth, and it even could be about sex too, ruling the second chakras. In fact, people that you have same element or same sign Jupiter, 4 places away from Jupiter, you tend to have really good relationships. That tends to be long-lasting relationships. Maybe not forever, but usually those are hard relationships to get out of because, the spiritual values tend to be the same, the sex tends to be good, so it's because Jupiter rules our pleasures. And Jupiter gives us what we're looking for. So Jupiter's in Scorpio this year. And Scorpio is about deepening our connections. Scorpio is about having soul love versus superficial love. And expanding our view of how much sexuality we can enjoy. And also creativity. Because Scorpio's key phrase is I create. And so this is all about being creative. And so we can combine that Scorpio, Jupiter with Sagittarius and say this is the year to initiate creative vision for us all. So here we go, sign by sign, starting with you, Aries. This is your week. This is how we're going to do this. Okay, so in Western astrology we say the moon is in Aquarius, for Friday and Saturday. So this is a social weekend for you. I mean, there are great parties usually Thanksgiving weekend, the day after and the day after that. People like to really party. They travel more than any other sign. That's also associated with Sagittarius travel. And since it's in your ninth house is about travel. It's about higher education. And it's about gratitude. It's about giving to others. When we give to others, we create reverberations of blessings. And sometimes we forget, like Deepak Chopra talks about this, the law of giving. And Aries, I hate to tell you this, but you have this reputation of being the most selfish sign in the zodiac. I know that's not true with all of you, but let's be real right now. This is a time where we grow up. This is a time where we do adulting. And adulting is giving to others. And adulting is thinking about others more than yourself. And actually they find that people that give more to others are actually happier. That was in Forbes. Yeah. Okay. So now we're talking Taurus talk. Greetings Taurus, welcome your horoscope. So there's a Venus deal. I mean, Venus is in your 7th house till the end of this, till next Friday. So next Friday it'll go in the 8th house. And that'll be, it could be very tasty too. But it might have more to do with your spouse than it does to you. Right now, you're attracting the honey. You're attracting the And that's a good thing, because everybody needs more love. And I have both Jupiter and Venus in the 7th house. It's like good relationships, We love our good relations. Sun's in the 8th house. So, there's an element of getting in debt. There's an element of other people being in power. There's an element of your intuition being heightened. And it's also the house of unjust rewards, which sometimes can be hard karma, in some ways sometimes. But it also can be like yard sales and other people helping you out. What I found about the 8th house is that there's a magic to it. It's like, oh my God, I'm humbled, I'm humiliated, I could use help. And people are like, my God, I would love to help you. And it's like, really? Oh, thank you. Don't be too proud to accept help. Let me tell you, there's a law of attraction, and part of it is giving. The other part is just receiving, being open to blessings, not to refute those things, and just say, hey, I am so happy. And if somebody gives you a compliment, just receive it with love, Because, what we really need, the revolution is the revolution of the heart, It's like we want to have the power of love more than the love of power. And that's where we're at, man. We're at that crux right now. And you're part of, right now, greet your hardship with a smile. That's what I've been told, and so I'm working on this right now. Gemini, welcome your horoscope. Okay. So Mercury talk. I hear that Mercury is going to do its little retrograde thing. I don't think that's till next month, though. I don't think that's that's a ways. But okay. But this is a good time to be really conscious, and because, Mercury is the Buddha planet, it's a planet of consciousness, planet of the mind. And so things are going to slow down, and Mercury is in Sagittarius. Okay? That's your opposite. So it's in your 7th house. So you too, it's like a lot about relationship. Like talk about relationship right now. and you pay people nice compliments, make nice business deals. You know, and Mercury is in that last part of Sagittarius where we're getting into that Mula Nakshatra in Vedic astrology. So this is like the center of the Milky Way galaxy. So there's deep truths, man. Deep truths are coming out about your relationship, about what real romance is. And I was explaining to my friend, I said, you know, it's just a very weird thing because you've got this one in the cisgender world, which is not all of us, but kind of most of us. You know, you have this one gender, female gender, that, you know, can generally reproduce between 15 and 45, and has 3,000 eggs that they have to protect and be discriminatory about. And then you have this other sex, like from 14 to 85, they could have, you know, baby anytime, any day of the week. You know, so there's not a lot of investment there, and so in a way it's like a less valuable sex, just from biology. And, you know, up until like 300 years ago, most men were not able to successfully breed with a female where actually she got pregnant and had their kid. Like only like 20% of the men, you know, it was like, what do they call that? You know, polygamy or whatever, you know, there's one stag and, you know, he's got his harem. And so, you know, I think men, you know, by and large are sexually insecure just by evolution, you know, and so as messed up as they are, there's a reason for this. And nobody ever asked what their mother was like, and I always find that just kind of bizarre too. Gemini, you're the type who would ask those questions. Go at it. Let's see, here we go. Greetings, Cancer, and welcome to your horoscope. Okay, so this is a really interesting thing. Sagittarius time rules your 6th house, so it's like this is a time where you really have to watch your health. You really need to eat better food, and people are always trying to pump up the sugar cookies and stuff. Yeah, it puts a little extra padding on you and stuff, and you know that can protect your organs from like extreme cold weather. But most of us live in places where we at least have a wood stove or something. And to be honest with you, like that sugary stuff actually creates more inflammation at a time when people are getting more viruses and stuff. It's really what I would call anti-intuitive or something, or and it's not working. Okay, so it's like this is a time for bone broth and more vegetables, and you know maybe a little less grains, and eating warm food. And for those of you who can palate, you know, organ meat, you know, like animals do, you know, it's an efficient way of getting really good nutrition, you know, from liver, heart, and stuff like that. Brains, yeah. You eat brains? Sure, why not? You know, I've had some brains before. They make good tacos. Yeah. But, right. No, I don't eat monkey brains, thank you, but it's okay. It's all the same, I know. And some would say it's all evil. You know, but if you're really Pitta type of person, it's sometimes more evil not to consume protein because you're not taking care of your health. And there's a lot of love, you know, because you got this Jupiter-Venus thing this week, Cancer, and creativity, and so there's this expansion of the heart, expansion of your love, expansion of your being able to be creative, expansive in ways that bring you pleasure. At least among your children, among your creative art things, among your ability to be a leader. So good stuff is happening to you all year, but this is still special. And the whole thing about taking care of your health is just mellow out the stuff you know that's bad for you, you know, which is sugar and too many grains and bad oils like vegetable oils and stuff. So this is the cooked and drinking, excesses of drinking, or you know, other kinds of drugs. I mean, God knows, America, this country called the United States of America that my feet are planted on, it's the most overweight, most over-medicated society that's ever existed. It's pretty tripped out. So I think back when I was a little kid, we had like the President's Fitness thing, and you look at people back in the Civil Rights Movement, you know, late 50s, early 60s, they look good, you know, none of them look like, they're not all packing all this extra toxicity, so it's sad. So get in shape, Cancer. I know, round is a shape. Hello, Leo, and welcome to your horoscope. I really went on a tangent there. Okay, so we've got the Aquarius moon this weekend. That's a good place to start for you because that is romantic. Everybody wants love, you know. And so, yeah, you're in the mood for love this weekend. And I think a lot of times after like Thanksgiving and a big holiday, there's kind of like this crash, like, oh my God. Or there's this lust for the football game afterwards. I don't know, wherever your headspace is, or special party afterwards. That could be good too. But it's like we have to kind of like regroup with ourselves and go, oh my gosh. Now Sagittarius is a really fun time for Leos. It's 5th house, so you're speaking your mind and you're having fun with your words and your conversations because of Mercury being in the 5th house. I was one friend named Bill. He's got Mercury in the 5th house. There's a lot of Bills out there, so I'm not too worried about calling anybody out. He probably knows who he is, though. He's funny. He's a Mercury Lagna in Vedic astrology with Mercury in the 5th house, and he's just like the funniest cat there is. And Mercury in Sagittarius is about slang and it's also, you know, reaching, like I said, that Mula Nakshatra. So we're talking about deep stuff, deep philosophy, deep truths. So going in there deep, and you're having more fun. There's more blessings, and you should do things to make yourself look nice at work. You know, work parties. I think with the Jupiter and Venus in the 6th house, that's another theme. We'll get, and oh yeah, that North Node. Oh, that pesky North Node in the 1st house. So you really think you're going to make something out of yourself because of all you've done? Okay, no, I hope you do. That's great. So mean. Greetings, Virgo. I'm really not. I'm super sweetheart, you know. I've had some mean things happen to me, but there's all kinds of forms of meanness. And and subtle disappointment can get us into bad habits. We can be mean without even knowing we're being mean. So Virgo, welcome to your horoscope once again. So Mercury is in your 4th house. So 4th house is all about memory and bringing back the memory. You know, bringing back what's on my mind. What have I thought about? What do I need? Now the 3rd house is where Venus and Jupiter are. So this is a really good time for making art, making music, communicating about the things you love in life, you know, what gives you pleasure. And really, if you have siblings, brothers and sisters, or just old friends or cousins that were like siblings to you, honor those people. Do nice things for those people. This is going to bring some of that good fortune this week. We're in this waxing moon period. You know, things are building right now. And we want to build on the positive. And honoring your mother, honoring your parents with the transit in the 4th house is a good thing. And I think Sunday and Monday will be really nice days because the moon will be in the 7th house and you'll be in the mood for love, Virgo, and hopefully somebody will love you. I hope my Virgos get love. My Virgo risings, you know. Even me. Okay. All right, greetings, Libra, welcome to your horoscope. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting close. Oh my God, we're getting real close. You got to speed this track up here. Okay, so Venus is in your 2nd house along with Jupiter. This is a good time for voice. This is a good time to improve your throat. But with Mercury in the 3rd house along with Sagittarius, it's like get your communication thing on. Find out new information, make travel plans, be ready to do something unique. And you still have Mars in the 1st house, so you're dynamic and you're not always comfortable about being direct. But for God's sake, just do it, you know, because it'll be better for everybody. That's it. I know, it's a really quick horoscope, but I think that's all we can give you this week. Okay. All right, Scorpio, it's all about you, baby. Greetings, Scorpio. This week, pay attention to your finances. This weekend, I'd say do work, do chores, make things better. Come Sunday, okay, allow yourself some pleasure. Sunday, Monday, give yourself a little extra love then. Be with a loved one, do something creative, that would be sweet. Sagittarius time for you is about values, it's about helping your family, it's about helping yourself, helping your throat chakra. eating good food, not indulging too much. And know that, with Jupiter and Venus, these two benefics in your first house, you are still looking incredibly good. And you're going to come off with something amazing that's going to help all of us, including yourself. And I'm happy for you. And Mars is getting, is almost out of your 12th house. So, those secret enemies don't have a chance. That's what I'm going to say. All right. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's blow them away this week. Happy birthday. Your philosophy is live and let live. Be in touch with nature. Love your animals. Love being in the great outdoors. Be expansive. Smile a lot. Tell a good joke. Be tolerant. These are your values. You have a lot to talk about. With Venus and Jupiter in the 12th house, your karma is good. And it's time to enhance the spiritual. And you're going to have fun this week, because Moon will be in this weekend anyhow. Moon will be in a social house in the 3rd house. So it's a good time to be with friends, neighbors, a little party, a little poetry, a little music. I think it'll be good. That's it. Okay. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome your horoscope. So, your key phrases I use. Sagittarius time is about your karma. It's about the things you've reaped throughout the year. And this is also a little bit about the shadow before our birthdays, Trying to stay healthy. Trying to do the things that help us out, And right now, with Saturn in, getting closer and closer to Capricorn, it's like we're coming into our own. We're coming into our own authority and realize that how we've gained from our hardships, how many opportunities, how many things we've developed because of that. And we have to work with that. And sometimes it's easy to feel depressed or exhausted under that kind of weight. And pay attention to your dreams. You have good friends with that Jupiter and Venus in the 11th house. Count on that. Okay, Aquarius. Well, welcome to your horoscope. The moon's in Aquarius Friday and Saturday, so it makes for a sweet weekend for you. I think Saturday being a Saturn-ruled day and the Nakshatra Dynista, a great day for music and dance and just getting out there, having a little bit of extra fun. And then it's about having a way with your people, because with Saturn and Mercury conjoining each other, it's about long-term intelligence, making long-term plans for the future, and you, Aquarius, get to be a part of that, make it a better world. I had this vision for the United States. All the urban areas in the 1920s and before had all these little truck farms all around them, and we don't anymore. We need to get back to that because we need to take the pressure off of California and Florida for all our food, and make everything more sustainable and fun and create more jobs for people. I think this is a good idea. All right. That was my little bit. And you're going to love yourself. You're going to like Sagittarius is social, it's parties, you're going to have fun, and that's what you like. Okay, Pisces, welcome to your horoscope. It's all about you now. Sagittarius rules your midheaven in your career life. If you've been stuck at a job you don't like, you have a really good chance this month to invest something better. And in that better investment, you heard the eerie music in the background, yeah. That means, you're going to do well. And plus you've got Jupiter and Venus in the 9th house this week, so there's extra luck. There's extra good fortune out there for you. And you don't need to worry. You don't need to hesitate. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be with you next week, and I'm going to coach you through this thing. Because you deserve to claim your authority. You have a very nice, gentle vision. And, you might need to just firm it up a little bit so people don't think of you as some wishy-washy fish going in two different directions, and that you're actually able to bring it and solidify something that we all can agree upon and have a good time with. So I want that for you, and I think now's the time for you to implement that. Plus, let's not forget about Monday and Sunday. Moon and Pisces, both those days. You're going to do good. You look good. I like you. I want to see you again. I appreciate your comments. And I hope you're having fun this weekend. We'll do it again. Cosmic Kev, Planetary Persuader. Love to you all.